So I'm at this parking garage. It's got a bunch of curbs. The ground's pretty darn smooth. I've like done curb stuff before with other people, like rub bricking and all that stuff, but I never went out and did it really on my own. I've done ledges, but I'm just gonna spray some clear coat on this curb and not wax it. Let it sit for a little while and see how well it grinds. I just wanna get a good feel for like how much I need to put on, how to like upkeep these things, if there's anything else that I need. Because there's a couple spots that are not curbs I really wanna start messing with and like making more skatable, so figured this is a good place to start. There's like an infinite amount of curbs here. And I'm just gonna do it right here, so I don't have to rub brick it or anything like that. It's just decently smooth. All right, coat it like pretty much from there to there. And then this is going on. Nice. So the idea is not to like butter this thing up super good and just like start grinding it right away. I just wanna put like a thin little layer on it just to get a feel for how much clear coat I really need to use. I got a ton of wax too. So yeah, basically just training myself on how to make a spot decent. Because the spots that I want to work on, I want to make like extremely good, not just like, oh, it's skatable. Like I really want to go in on them. There's a really rough ledge I'm going to try that's in Long Beach later this week. I want to do a spot a week where I like fix a spot up, whether it's Bondo or whatever. And I don't know that's going to be a series as much as something I do. I probably won't even document most of it, but it'd be fun. All right, wait a little bit, wait till it's not tacky anymore. I probably should have like wiped down the curb a little bit because there's dust on it. But the idea is, yeah, just to get a feel for it. This is no wax, this is zero wax, it's just clear coat. So
one coat.
What? One coat?
No.
Yeah, I imagine I'm gonna not grind that well. It actually grinded, so that's good. Not like super well, but I mean, it went. That's crazy. Imagine if I just like coat it one more time and wax it, it'd be like really buttery.
Are you gonna do that?
No.
Why not?
Well, there's other ones that are already waxed, so I figured I'd coat those because I want to see how it works if there's wax and then you coat over wax. So I'm gonna find one of these curbs that isn't that skated, that has a little bit of wax, and see how that affects it. Now I know one of the perils of clear coating on top of the wax is if it sticks to the wax and you grind the wax, it's gonna come off. And so the clear coating on top of the wax is gonna come off with it. So it's usually better to scrape off the wax, re-clear coat it, re-wax it, you know, rinse and repeat kind of deal. I'm just experimenting right now. I just want to see what works, what doesn't work, in case I'm in a hurry and there's a spot that I'm trying to get a quick trick, or it's like I'm about to get kicked out and you might just like get like 20 tries out of the ledge before it gets sticky again. I don't know. I'm just trying to create a repertoire of ways to skate spots when I need to skate them. I'm just gonna do one of the curbs that's far away from the main section. That way I don't screw anyone up. Look, hold on, Haley's checking if she whacked on her. Look at she's checking frame by frame.
Right like, there, whack.
That's not a whack.
That's a whack.
Oh, you got 4 down. Oh, you whacked.
But I didn't say that in my video, so it's good.
All right, so here's experiment number 1. Red curb, not lacquered, and this is lacquer on top of the wax and then the curb. Once again, I sprayed it pretty light. I just want to get an idea of like how much I'm gonna need to spray in the future. Like I really want to have just like the ultimate understanding of like how to make stuff as grindable as I want, because sometimes you don't want something super grindable. Sometimes you want something like with a little bit of stick. Usually like when you want to flip out of something, you want a little bit of grip towards the end, give you the momentum to get it to stick to your feet. So like maybe it'll be like you'll scrape part of it off, lacquer it, then wax it, and then the last half just like leave the wax on from earlier, or maybe just like lacquer the end of it without waxing it. And as you can see, this is like ridiculously chunky. This is probably the most skated curb in this whole parking lot. Not now anymore. No one really skates anymore because it's just so dead. I mean, it has like chunks out of it, like big, deep chunks, but I did lacquer over that, so maybe it'll grind decent. But I'll do, you know, it's like a slappy 50. And then I'll slappy 50 this part. See if I can tell the difference. See if you can hear the difference. All right, not wax one first.
Oh!
It's just so rounded, I like slip right out from my front truck. Yeah, that's bad. Feels really cool though.
Okay.
Sometimes rough curves are really fun. Okay, now I'll do the lacquered side. Definitely grinds better. It's a little smoother, but like it's just as rough, I should say. But when you're skipping across, you don't feel like you're breaking the curve. Like, it doesn't feel like you're like pushing through real hard. It feels like you're just riding across something really rough. I'm gonna try to grind from the crackiness over the really big hole into the lacquered and see if I can feel any difference. I went straight to like the biggest chunk. That was terrifying. That was honestly really hard. That back 50-50 through the hole, I did it like first try, and then we tried to film it in slow-mo. It took like 15 tries. It's just so rounded, there's not a lot to lock in. Yeah, I will definitely keep this in mind. Adding lacquer makes it so you can like keep your grind going, but it's not like buttery by any means. Like having a little lacquer at the end of the ledge when you want to like slow down a little bit might be the move. All right, one more ledge to look at. I was honestly hoping that the red curb, like, you know, like, cause it's like kind of famously like grinds better, would be like a good thing to try that with, but that red curb was so grinded down and had so many chunks in it, I don't think it really made that much of a difference. But right here, you can clearly see like wax, no lacquer, and then it gets shiny right here. That's the lacquer. I'll grind around on this and see how that feels. That crack right there is the dividing line. Not a lot of resistance. Let me get really on top. All right. That curve's kind of vertical. It's like a real curve. Like this one's way more grinded down, I imagine. Not a lot of people are grinding this one because this is curve right here. But once again, like it's a much smoother feeling grind. Like I feel like I could just like, if this was a lot longer, I could just stand on top of it and just keep like scooching along. I know what you're thinking, Dan, you're getting into your slappies from your back truck first. When? I'll do it the other way. I go toe side a lot. Like it's one of those things where like I should probably practice it that way. That's how I do it on ledges, but I don't know. It's not my favorite feeling. I really like bashing into it. Feels a little bit more aggressive. I don't know. It'd be cool to have both though. Alright, I guess I'll grind from one to the other. Yeah, you feel it. You definitely feel the difference. A real tell will be like no slides, because I feel like lacquer really helps with no slides and crooks and stuff. I'll try slide and crook on both. Yeah, it definitely feels nicer. I should start doing that like tails. It's a slappy trick I never do. It's not really a slappy though, is it?
Can't turn into it.
It's like a kick turn. Yeah, the verdict is lacquering stuff that's already waxed. Not the best idea unless like you're really trying to get something like to slide it an exact certain way. Like if I throw another coating of wax on this, especially that one that I lacquered, it's gonna go so well. But that was my experiment for today. I feel like I'm really getting like a hang of the front side 50s. Yeah, I just have to like really learn how to focus on putting my back truck where I want it. Front side slappies, I can do. I've done them on ledges, I've done them on even little flat bars that have like a face to them, but I'm not super good at them. I never can like control the way I lock in. So at this spot, there's this. A ridiculously long downhill curb. So I'd like the frontside slappy 50-50, like the most of it as I possibly can. What's gonna be kind of weird about it though is like long 50-50s, you still need to cross lock when you ride wider trucks. I mean, I guess you could stay heel side the whole time, but that's like really difficult, especially on a curb that's like beveled like this one. So I'm gonna intentionally front slappy, try to cross lock the front feeble way, and then hold it as long as possible. I think if I can control myself to like lock in the way that I wanna lock in, overall it's just gonna make me better at the trick. I mean, it's probably gonna need more than one swipe. It looks kind of like a dry curb, and it did just rain for the last like 5 days in a row. I don't know. Also, sometimes when like ledges that are waxed up get wet and then you dry them off, they kind of slide better. It almost makes like the wax slightly different substance, I think. I don't know if that's in my head. Let me know if you've ever noticed that. If you want to hear Haley complain about climbing up this hill on her roller skates, go to her channel.
That was tiring.
I'm sure.
Tired. literally just duck walking up here on a skateboard.
No,
the
that's
exact thing.
with those bearings, yeah. She literally has thrift store roller skates she got for like $10. I'm gonna try really hard to like start off cross-lock the wrong way to like really show that it's like intentional. But if that doesn't work, then I'll end up just 50-50 heel side and then shuffling the cross-lock. But I think it would be cool to just like cross-lock really the whole thing. That was a really good first try. That was like, I locked in exactly how I want it, but I gotta get more on top of it. It's a weird trick to hold, man. I also feel like the curb's slightly this way. I don't know. Not bad?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad? Making a little progress? My toe is in so much pain from like, whenever I do cross-lock that way with 50-50, I have to like stand up with my toe to just hold the counterweight down. Because if you go too much this way, you slip into front feeble. I feel like I'm a ballerina dancer. Like I was like my toenail hurts.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how hard you made that look.
It's hard. Cross-locking front side on a ledge that's beveled like this is difficult for me.
Oh yeah, it is beveled. It's like rounded. We got an audience over here. Are you kidding me? Ah, so close.
I really thought it was over, but I also haven't like test grinded down there, so I don't think it's that wax at the end. So it's like I want to conserve energy because waxing it takes a lot of effort, and trying it takes effort. So I don't know, like I don't want to like get down there and not grind again.
Then have to walk all the way back up.
But I also don't want to like wax it 100 times. Tell you what, it's really fun though.
The whole damn thing.
I was like trying not to giggle that whole time. That was so fun. That was like maybe top 15 most fun things I've ever done on my skateboard. That felt incredible. I'm literally gonna try like 5 more, but I'm gonna try to put my hands down like an idiot.
Where are you gonna even put your hands?
I think I'm gonna try to just keep them down.
Oh, I thought you meant like down on the ground.
Oh!
Oh, no, don't do that stupid crap.
I'll try to put them on the ground, I don't know. If I get low.
Yeah, get low. Oh Lord. Maybe not.
No, I feel like if I get low and I put my back foot here and my front foot like here, it'll hold it there. I just gotta figure out which way, how to get my knee out of the way because there's ledges. This thing that stick out. I think if I get like, if I'm there, like, yeah, like that. I'm not gonna do the whole way like that, no way, but maybe I could go like 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go the whole way.
You did it.
Does that look cool?
Yeah, that looks hella cool.
You're a liar. Haley's trying to figure out how to follow me. Like, look how hard you're trying to balance. Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of holding front 50/50s on ledges and curbs and stuff like that. That was like a good way to like really get it down, especially because you are kind of fighting against not only the bevel of the ledge, but the curb slightly slanted that way.